For our patient scenario with Keith, he struggles with post-traumatic stress disorder stemming from his time serving in Iraq. These are a few stats that we found that could teach us more about how mental health is a significant issue in the USA. So, first off, mental health disorders among younger populations can lead to a future life of drug abuse and addiction, which often leads to a family discord, violence, and even suicide for the person. Without helping to resolve these problems at a younger age, this can lead to a life of struggling to properly function within our society. So that's an example of how PTSD can affect, or how mental health in general really impacts all Americans in all different forms, ultimately leading to really a hard time learning to function in a family setting. It can get violent and lead to suicide. Going off of that, 26% of Americans aged 18 or older are living already with a disorder in any given year, and 46% will have a mental health disorder over the course of their lifetime, which shows how prevalent this problem is and how it is growing over time as the majority of Americans are showing these problems. And also shows how we have a hard time identifying and treating these disorders in our country. Particularly for PTSD, Operations Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom led to around 20% of everyone who served to have PTSD in any given year. So this shows how Americans that do serve obviously will have a higher chance of suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, obviously depending on the deployment and stresses they encountered. In our case, Keith, in his time abroad serving, he developed PTSD when he returned.